Are you looking for a podcast about being the tiniest being? I've already fucked it up. Are you looking for a podcast about feeling like the tiniest being alive as the sun is overtaken by the moon?
Then you must be thinking of another podcast. What other way would we start our first YMBToAP episode for the 5-year anniversary? How else could we do it?
How else could we do it? It's YMBToAP in video.
Boom! What do you think
Welcome.
about that?
Welcome to the 5-year anniversary of our lovely little show that we like to call You Must Be Thinking of Another Podcast.
Yes, that is this podcast. That is actually the one you're thinking of.
Yeah, welcome. If you're looking at this on YouTube for the first time ever, we're a podcast.
Yeah, been around it for 5 years. Every Monday, you're going to hear more about that, later on in the show. But hey, welcome. Hopefully we've reached some new people that want to get in on this train,
Hopefully.
That's what we like to do. And I apologize for our first video one. I did not. No haircut. I need a big time.
Mullet.
Bro, it's not. Is
it? Yeah, dude. Like you look like Hasselhoff.
Oh, dude,
What's
it's
going
so
on?
long. I mean, it's long. Okay, it's like every week when I was deciding to go get one, something would happen.
Of course.
And so it's been like this week, and then that week, and then this week, and next thing you know, it's been about 4 months since I've gotten a haircut.
That's too long.
It's been a long time, dude. I am like stressed out.
That's head shaving madness right there.
But as you're listening or watching this, it's Monday. I will have a haircut by then.
All right, congratulations.
So next video,
be in fine form.
No, yeah, but nice.
Okay. While we're talking about the sun and the moon, I want to get your thoughts on the eclipse because we talked last episode about the phenomenon that is the total solar eclipse. And when I mean total, like totality, we live in the path of totality. So it happened.
Now, okay. So I don't know. When you were explaining totality, I was thinking like I would just see a black dot and like that's it.
Okay.
But there was still like a ring around it.
Yeah. That's the beauty of the solar eclipse, like being able to take off your glasses and you see the sun's rays coming around the moon.
Yeah. So I would love to tell you that I was moved.
Yeah.
But I want to give you a quick story on what went down.
Okay.
I work from home. I have the luxury of just being able to go, I'm gonna head out there and check out the thing in a minute, right?
Pop out.
And I was like, well, you know what? I'm such a good dog dad. I'm gonna treat my dogs to the solar eclipse. This is gonna be great.
Yeah.
I was like, family trip. So I take the dogs out there and we go down there and there's a lady laying on a beach towel.
Like
right?
you do.
And she's got the glasses where like you're laying down, but you can like it's got the like mirrors in them. So she's like looking this way and up, but they also have the sun things on them so that like she can just lay there and look straight at the sun all day.
Cool.
I mean, it's cool, I guess, right? So I walk down there. The dogs kind of look at her like, whatever. And she's like, hi. And I go, hey. So I'm standing there waiting for the thing. And she's just staring. She's staring at us all this time. And she's like, what a good idea. I'm going to go get my dog.
Okay, right? Yeah.
So she goes and gets her dog, brings her dog out. Bulbasaur's not having that shit.
Yep.
Because I need to make a friend. Now, let me also say, her dog, she leash drops it.
Of course.
That dog isn't moving.
Really?
That dog is just sitting there, just
obedient baby.
Not even looking, not even like, what's going on? Nothing. The dog is perfect. Just sitting there. So Bulbasaur staring this way, just. But he's being real quiet. Things are good. And I'm like, just chill out, buddy. You gotta chill out. Things are gonna be okay.
He's not doing that French bulldog like.
Not yet. So, but like he's literally sitting perfectly to the side.
Laser focused.
We're looking up here, bro. we need to be up
Look at the
here.
sun, dog.
And he's just looking this way. And I mean, vibrating to his core. That man is going, like holding it together.
God.
And then more people come out. So all of a sudden, more people come out, and he starts it. He goes, "Ah," and he starts a little noise. So I try to go Caesar Milan on him, right? So I get him. So I hit him with the. Literally, as soon as I touch his neck, pinch it, he goes, "Ah!" busts out screaming. And we're in the courtyard. It's echoing off the walls of every apartment around us. Everybody looks, thinking I'm beating the hell out of my dog.
He's just built like that.
Yeah. And he's just standing there going, "Ah! Ah!" just fucking losing it. So I pick him up and I'm just like, we gotta go. Run back upstairs. I threw him in the house and go, you don't get to come. So I take Jinx alone, right?
Okay.
I take Jinx alone out to the eclipse. We stand there. Guess what she's doing?
Oh my God, Jinx, keep it together.
She's not making noise, but she keeps like,
I want to see that dog. Can I pet that dog?
She just keeps scooting. And so I've got the glasses and I'm looking up, right?
Uh-huh.
And I have her sitting on this side of me. She's looking that way.
Okay.
I have her sitting here, and then I look up through the glasses, like I feel her like get up and start walking, and I'm like, dude, I know what you're doing. Quit moving. So I finally get her sitting back down. The eclipse happens, and I'm like taking pictures, and then I'm like trying to get a video, like, oh, it's me and my cool dog. We're watching the eclipse together because I love this dog. And then she's staring at this dog. So I grabbed her snoot and I was like, look up.
Look at the fucking sun.
I'm like, look at this. I'm trying to have a moment with you.
Appreciate your mortality.
So she looks up and her eyes are just, she's just looking straight over there still. So I go, you ruined this father-daughter moment.
God.
I hate this. I get one more picture and it does the ring thing.
The diamond ring.
Like, so I got a picture of the diamond ring. That's the last thing. And then I kind of expected her to be more scared because it did get dark.
Yeah.
But okay, so Taylor watched it like kind of like out on a lake somewhere.
Nice.
Because she'd drive somewhere. And she said it got like pitch black dark.
Yeah, our street lights came on. Like it got dark. I
mean, it got dark, but like I showed people the photos and they were like, that barely looks dark. And I was like, yeah, I mean, it felt like right before the sun goes down. Like it wasn't dark for
Oh, it didn't look like
me.
nighttime for you?
Not at all.
Weird.
Like not at all. So I thought Jinx would get scared because like it literally starts to eclipse and like the lights just dim. Mm-hmm. And then they came back on. And she's just staring at that dog. She didn't care about this whole phenomenon. And I was like, let's just go inside. It's ruined. So that's all I felt about it, was embarrassed at my dogs.
Well, okay. So...
But I did enjoy it. I thought it was cool to see, but it didn't make me feel any smaller than I already feel.
God, I didn't know like there were so many different things to look for in the eclipse. Like I saw that my first one back in 2017 when we had totality over the United States. Yeah. And I was just like, oh, fucking cool. The sun's gone. And that's, I had my moment of like, I'm so small. We're all here together. But I didn't know that there were like other things to see for the eclipse. So like, like we were talking about, when the eclipse is at 99.9% totality, you get that like diamond ring effect where it's really bright at one point and then like the ring is still happening. So that I got to see. And then my favorite part was what's called Bailey's beads, where like I was trying to explain this to Richard during the eclipse, like, but I was also feeling a lot of emotions. So I'm like staring up at the moon, choking on my snot, and like, and that's like where the sun it's where the sun shines through the valleys on the moon. And
I didn't see that.
That's the coolest thing I've ever seen. Like, I saw the valleys on the moon. Oh, so pumped about it. Like, blew my mind. I was so happy. And there's like this like pink atmosphere thing that happens too, where it looks like a glitch effect almost. Like there's just neon pink pixels around the moon. Like we're escaping the simulation. It's so weird.
So is that like the photo that I put in the Discord then?
No, the
Because
photo you got, I don't know what that one
okay,
is called, but there was like a
it's just
rainbow kind of
pink.
effect.
Yeah, it's just like pink in the clouds, I guess. Because
Yeah.
it was like behind the clouds, kind of.
I'll have to find you a picture of like just around the moon. It's like this neon
Okay.
pink, like just the tiniest little bit around the moon.
Yeah, I would like to see that.
It looks cool as hell.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm glad that you got to experience the eclipse. I'm
I
sorry
did.
that your dogs didn't.
Just Bulbasaur. Jinx was okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I did want to tell you about my movie time adventure because I
Ooh, okay.
went to a movie, but first I got a pretzel.
Okay.
And I love this specific pretzel restaurant in our area. Like they do just pretzels. It's like Aunt Annie's,
Okay.
Auntie Anne's, Aunt Annie's, Auntie Anne's,
Auntie Anne's. Yeah.
Auntie Anne's. Who's Aunt Annie? It's like Auntie
Auntie
Anne's
Anne's?
pretzels, but it's
Now I
better.
gotta know. Okay.
And so we always get like the cinnamon sugar
Yeah.
ones, but they put
Auntie Anne's.
salt on them, so they're like
Okay.
extra good. It's got that oomph to them. So we get our pretzels, we go sit down in the movie, and we take them out. And I'm just like, waiting. I have my popcorn juice. I'm eating that first. I'm gonna attack the pretzel afterwards.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
Richard leans over and he's like, "Can I smell your pretzel?" It was like, "Excuse me?" He's like, "Just let me smell it real quick."
Yeah.
So I like pass it over to him. He's like, "Okay, yours is bad too." And I sniff it, and I'm like, "There's
What?
definitely a funk happening with the pretzel." And so I'm like, it doesn't smell bad, like inedible bad. So like I tear
Okay.
off a little bit of it, and I
I'm
bite into
nervous.
it, and I'm like, something's umami with this. Something's going on with this pretzel. I
Oh.
believe, I believe. So they serve a bunch of different kinds of pretzels at this place. And
Okay.
instead of like pre-baking, like this one's going to be a cinnamon sugar one, so I'm going to pre-bake it cinnamon sugar. They don't do that. They bake all the plain pretzels and then they like bathe it in the butter and do the cinnamon sugar topping in front of you, and then they give it to
Okay.
you. I think they used garlic butter on accident.
Okay.
So we had garlic butter cinnamon pretzels, and that was an experience. I probably won't chase that high, but I ate it.
All right.
It wasn't inedible. It was weird for sure. Richard was like, absolutely not, and didn't eat his, but I mean, it was fine. It was an experience. And that's an
That's just
experience that I had going to Monkey Man.
Ooh. Oh, I haven't been there yet.
I
Well,
oh, dude,
all right.
how much can I tell you?
None, because I want to experience. I need just score. That's it.
Oh.
Okay, wait.
11.
Wait. Score for the movie,
Okay.
and then score for Dev Patel's hotness.
Oh, infinite out of 10. I mean, you can't even rate the man out of 10.
I love
He's
that dude.
off the scale in every way.
Okay.
The movie was so good. Like I didn't know
Yes,
what
dude.
to expect going in,
Yes.
but I was delivered a product that I was like, holy flippin' shoot. I like it a lot.
Okay. Because I was reading, like producers pulled funding on the movie like during filming. Like,
whoa.
nobody had faith in him in this movie.
Oh,
Supposedly.
man.
I'm wondering if that's where Jordan Peele comes in, because it was all like,
Maybe.
I'll fucking make it happen for you, buddy,
I want to tell you about this
tell
piece of it, though. It won't.
All right,
It
tell me a
won't
piece of it.
spoil the movie. It's gonna make you love it even more. It's gonna make you more excited for it.
Tell me a piece.
It's about like, it's a fuck capitalism movie, which is great. It's about like the rich versus the poor and all that.
Okay.
And among the poor class in India is this like other community, where I have the word here. I wish I had looked up how to pronounce it. It's Hijra. I think Hijra.
Okay.
It means like third gender in India. So it's kind of like a transgender, non-binary community. And
Okay.
it focuses on that community for quite a bit of the movie, which I was surprised to see, but excited to see, because you don't get to see that kind of a representation, especially in like action movies. So
Okay.
what was poignant about it was that it wasn't about their like suffering or about their like plight. It is a little bit about that because, you know, they're looked down upon and it sucks. But it is about like them taking agency and taking action against the system that is going to be crushing them. So it's just, there's like a really good moment in there. I was almost standing up in my chair. I was pumped. It was a good movie, and I really am excited for you to see it. And I think you're gonna have a really good time. I wish you'd seen it already so we could talk about it right now, but it's fine.
It's just like my haircut. I was going to, and I didn't get to.
These things happen.
Sometime soon, though. Like, I want to see it. I'm hoping, like, next Tuesday or something. Or if you're listening and watching, tomorrow.
Yeah. It's good. You're gonna like it. Everyone that's watching and listening should also watch it because it is delightful. It is. Yeah. I can't believe it's Dev Patel's directorial debut. Like, what fucking movie to come out on. It is. Oh, this movie just.
And he wrote it, I think, too. Like, I mean, this is just. He was like, I want this movie to exist, and he made it.
I wonder if they pulled the funding due to like the transgender message. I don't know. Like maybe there were people that were attached to it that were like, I don't like that. But
probably
this one is well worth your time, and I hope that it is going to. I wonder what scores it's getting right now. Let me just do a quick Google-ooski.
Yeah. I would love to know because, dude, those posters we looked at in the Friday Roundup that week. Yeah. Like, come on, dude.
There's a lot of 5-star ratings just looking at the Google rating. The Google rating right now is 4.0 on 802 ratings. There's like a quarter of them are 1 stars. I can only imagine what those say. But let's see. Rotten Tomatoes is giving it an 88.
I mean, it's sitting at a decent. I feel like it's good.
It's so good.
Okay, good.
So good.
I'm glad it's like paying off because like I love this one. Is Monkey Man like John Wick? And they were like, no.
It's not. I will tell you that up front. Like, don't go into this movie expecting a John Wick style movie.
Okay.
But it is really, really good, and it is 1,000% worth your time.
I want to see it real bad.
You're gonna see it.
Look real bad. Okay.
I was between going to that one and Civil War, but I think we're gonna see Civil War this weekend.
Okay. Well, can we crack into this?
Oh yeah, please. Celebration. This is our actual 5-year anniversary, like today that this publishes.
Yeah. You ready?
Yeah.
5-year crack. 5 years of cracks. Oh,
Cheers.
Boop. Crispy.
Goes down smooth every time.
Okay, you gotta smell it. Okay. Well, I wanted to tell you about this very movie adjacent.
Okay.
I did finally pull the trigger, and I got a soundbar.
Oh, a soundbar. Okay, I thought you were gonna have a new TV.
No, I did get a soundbar. It's a Vizio one because apparently Vizio is like top for soundbars.
Yeah, we've had only Vizio soundbars.
They supposedly the shit. So that's what I got. Now I got like one of the bottom ones. It's just a 5.1. Like it's nothing fancy. I really wanted to step into the Atmos playground.
Yeah.
But then you're talking $400 to $700. And I was like, if I'm gonna spend $400 or $700, then I might as well just go ahead and do like the legit stuff and get a receiver and speakers and just do the whole thing.
The
like
whole
just
shebang.
Invest in that, you know?
Right.
Versus a temporary, like this bar right there.
Okay.
Is a temporary solution for now. I've just kind of been missing the surround sound vibes.
Yeah.
And now that it's back, bro, how you live without surround sound all the time.
You gotta have it.
It is the best thing of all time.
Surround yourself in sound.
I have had surround sound since I was in high school.
Yeah.
Right? I got a surround sound with like a 32-inch TV that I had back in the day.
My goodness.
I was playing Battlefield Bad Company 2. That's the game that was out
Oh
when
my
I
God.
when I got it. And I remember I had the back speakers mounted like way too high. I was stupid with surround sound back then. They're
Who
mounted
wasn't?
so high, but I could hear the bullets just like raining down behind me, and I was like,
Sound is
"Wow!"
so good for shooter games. Like it
Oh yeah,
takes it next level.
we'll get there, but like you know what I've been playing in surround sound the most.
Yes.
It's Helldiver's, man. But so I got the surround sound. It's nice. Like I hooked it up. Now part of what I wanted
Hmm.
was they do what's called ARC or EARC. It stands for Audio Return Channel,
Uh-huh.
or I don't really remember what the E is. It might be Extended Audio Return Channel,
Electronic.
because it's like ARC 2.0. If it's EARC, it's the better version, right?
Okay.
Well, this TV is too old. It has ARC, right? But I purposely got this little dude because I was like, well, it has an ARC port on it, so I'm gonna do HDMI in. Everything's gonna work flawlessly.
Nice.
Doesn't fucking work.
Of course.
Like
My experience with ARC has not been good.
it's apparently one of the most hit or miss technologies that exists. Like it's
Why
just
though?
not good.
They need to fix it. Like
Okay.
it's something that really would make a soundbar experience 10 times better if it's working.
So it comes down to the handshakes.
Okay.
Handshakes.
So tell the people what ARC is for those that do not know.
So the audio return channel is supposed to be, you take your device that plays the audio and it like takes it from the TV. It sends a signal to the TV and back from the TV. So it's like just a one-stop back and forth audio solution.
Okay.
But you do HDMI because it has a higher bandwidth, can get more bit rate, more audio fidelity through its cable than the old school optical cables, which I used to swear by all the time. But now they're an inferior format.
Yeah.
So we got to toss those. But that's how this is hooked up now. So I still have to do it. So it's all about these handshakes. They call them handshakes, right? So basically, this LG TV has to go like, hey, I am putting out this signal type. Do you accept it? And then the Vizio goes, yes, I understand that. And they form a handshake and go, okay, everything's in agreement. We are aligned. Everything makes sense.
Roger.
But you've got the LG saying, hey, I'm holding out my hand. And Vizio's like, I'm down here. And then the PS5 is like, hey, I'm up here. And the Xbox is like, hey, what about me? And then
it's a lot of channels.
Satellite dish is saying, hey, I want to do the handshake too. And it basically has to try to figure out which one it's linking with.
Just got a lot of people in there just smacking hands together.
So apparently that's part of it. And so like I kind of got it to work. And here's the stupid part.
Okay.
I followed this guy's instructions and it worked flawlessly. But there's nothing else plugged into the TV. Okay. And so then I would take the PS5, plug it into any other HDMI port. Didn't matter what other port. There's 4 ports. One has to be used up with the ARC one, right? Uh-huh. That one goes to the soundbar. If I plug my PS5 into 1, 3, or 4, any of the other available ones, the handshake is immediately disrupted.
Why?
I don't fucking know.
That is infuriating.
Like, it's crazy. If nothing is plugged into the TV works with the soundbar flawless. You plug anything in and it immediately breaks the handshake or whatever. So I was like, that's stupid.
That's silly.
Yeah, so I'm doing the optical cable. It sounds fucking good to me, man. Now, I will admit, okay, so first thing, we're going to get to this topic later. Okay. But was playing Helldivers.
Yes.
And I was like, I'm going to test it out. So I cranked the soundbar up to like half volume. And Taylor's in the other room. The walls are shaking. Fucking, I was vibrating this place.
Nice.
That's half power.
Yeah, we have ours at like this much power.
I know. These soundbars
are beefy.
Soundbars are pretty legit. I was always kind of a naysayer of soundbars. It was always kind of like, ooh, a soundbar. You could have
make it happen.
Surround sound, right?
Yeah.
But now there's sound bars with surround sound. Like I have 2 little mini speakers in the back that do the surround ones that are connected wirelessly through the subwoofer and stuff. So like it's cool.
It's cool.
And it's loud, man.
Yeah.
I mean it's newer, so of course it should be better, you know. But so I got that thing. I'm all about it. And so full transparency, you're listening on Monday. Today is Thursday when we record, right? So tomorrow on Friday, I am going to get a new TV.
Okay.
It's happening.
I thought you might be.
I am getting a TV.
You've held out for a long time.
4 years I've been holding out.
That's a long time in TV years. And I hate that that's a long time in TV years. They should last longer.
Bro. And I am so glad I've waited till now, because the TV that I was going to get in 2020 when COVID hit can do nothing like the TV I'm going to get.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Like, well, every year they would make it like kind of like way better. And I'd be like, I'm so glad I didn't get last year's.
Yeah.
Then the next year, oh, I'm so glad I didn't get last year's. And now this one to what's coming out for 2024, it's not that big a jump. That's the one. It's fucking time. It's going to be another OLED. I'm going to get a Samsung one. So I'm going to get the Samsung OLED, the S90C, right?
Okay.
So the S90C will have eARC. So I'm hoping it'll just work better with this thing. That's good. One perk. It is the OLED, so it looks fucking phenomenal. It has a 120 hertz refresh panel, so the PS5 will be able to output in 120 hertz if a game supports it. But what's really fucking cool is a lot of games have figured out that it's fucking video game making math. You know, I don't do it. I just know it works. Digital Foundry told me.
Sure.
But they figured out that you can divide the frames if you output it at 120 and you like divide it like you're doing it at 30, you can hit a solid 40.
Why?
So now you can get these like higher fidelity games, but bump it up to 40 frames per second solidly. So it's a little smoother than 30, but you don't lose the the visual quality like if you do like a performance mode at 60 frames.
Okay.
Well, you normally play on PC, so like you just pick low, medium, high and shit.
Yeah, I just hit like, ultra. Let my computer go.
On consoles, ever since like the PS5 and stuff, it's become very common practice that a game has a quality mode and a performance mode.
Yeah.
So quality is typically 4K at 30 frames per second, or you go performance mode, which is like maybe 1440 and then 60 frames per second. But you might lose ray tracing. You might lose like depth of field, just like a couple little things. Like you degrade a little bit, but you get the like frame performance. I usually play in performance modes.
So I know we're going to talk about Helldivers later because we always talk about Helldivers at the end of the show. But I want to ask you about like the specs that you play in. So do you have all the visual effects just on like the default stuff that it loads in with?
Oh, fuck no. I change all that shit.
Okay, yeah, me too. Because I mean, I think there's a screen shake that I took off.
Oh no, I love screen shake.
I like the screen shake where like a bomb goes off and your camera goes sideways for a minute. I have that on, but I think there's like I don't know if there's, I don't know what it's called, like motion blur.
Is it motion blur?
Yeah,
that immediately goes to 0.
Yes,
motion blur makes me fucking throw up every time.
Don't like that motion blur.
Hate motion blur.
I took off the bloom because I
left it on. What's it do for you going off? I'd like to know.
Bro, you should try a match with it off, because any match where it's dark and there's lights on and you can't fucking see because the lights are just like glare everywhere. Everything's so bright. Like when you go
just shoot the lights.
Yeah, but like you could not shoot the lights.
That's fair. Okay.
It makes it playable in my opinion. And I also turned off I turned off bloom, I turned off motion blur, and I turned off the depth of field. I don't like depth of field.
I did that too. I was like, anything to make it do less, I figured would be better. You
And I
know?
can just see bugs now when they're coming for me. I
Yeah.
don't have to wonder, like, is that a bug on the horizon or a
Now,
dot of blood on my camera?
here's the one I haven't touched yet. I secret because they're going to be listening to this, but I did change it on Adrian, and so her wife plays with us too now, which is part of Hell Corner later. But like, I was over there and just like they weren't paying attention, so I went in and I changed a whole bunch of settings
Oh my
because,
god.
well, you gotta have reticle on so that the reticle's on all the time.
Is it on by default?
No, it's on dynamic, so it only pulls up like when you're aiming and stuff, and then it like
Yeah.
fades away as you walk. I like it on all the time for like hip
Hmm.
firing and stuff.
Oh.
You do that, you got to change something on the compass, and then there's like another setting, right?
Okay.
But I forgot they have field of view.
Oh my god.
And I cranked up their field of view, but I haven't done my own yet.
Just letting
Because
them
you
be the
know
guinea
we
pig.
like field of view, right? Like
Yeah.
we like to zoom it out, get
I
that
like to be
field of
zoomed
view.
out. Yeah, I want to see things.
I haven't touched it yet, but I'm like, bro, why haven't I done that? Field of view is normally one of my first things I change.
The weird thing about Helldivers is that they do it a vertical field of view instead of a horizontal.
That is true. That is true.
And it looks weird if you zoom out too far, like you're walking around in a fisheye land. So, yeah, zoom out to a reasonable amount and then leave it. I forget what my exact setting was, but I definitely zoomed out a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, it's set to 55. I just cranked them up to 60. I didn't want to try to make it like too crazy, but I figured that could give a little more bug viewage. You know? So yeah. But Helldivers just has performance and quality. That TV is not really going to do anything crazy fancy with Helldivers, you know?
Yeah.
But like Ratchet and Clank, I can do 4K, do the ray tracing, do all the crazy good stuff, but now it'll cap at 40 frames per second instead of 30. Just get a little bit smoother experience. It's just a shit I want to try. God of War Ragnarok does it too. And I'd like to see what that fucking looks like, you know? So I'm excited. That's going to be way fucking bigger in this next one.
Oh, really?
It's going to be, it's going to be a 65. You're not going to be able to see a space right here, I don't think.
A big TV. What size is that now?
That's a 55.
Okay.
So now I got to try to get rid of this thing because I don't have room for another OLED.
Give it to Adrian.
Maybe. They just bought a Hisense and they drilled into the fuse box.
Intentionally?
No, they were trying to hang it and things happened.
You got oopsied?
But they're alive, and that's the important thing.
That's the important part.
You know what I mean? No, okay. God, I'm just like talking about it, man. Well, we went over there and we were watching movies, and I really want to take my tablet, Taylor's tablet, and do the Kelsey thing where I go, you want to see LED versus OLED? Boop, and show it off because I was looking at the Hisense one they have, which, you know, you already know that's my least favorite TV.
Yeah.
I don't like Hisense, even though they keep getting super high in the rankings. Like, maybe that's my original opinion. I haven't given them the time of day since then.
I don't know. You burned me once. Do I give you the trust?
Like, everything we've watched on their TV, we watched Ricky Bobby on there just the other day, and it looked fine.
Okay.
Right? But I do notice in the dark moments, in the black moments, you can see like right here. So like, man, video is cool because I can like do this stuff.
I know, right? People can never see our gestures before.
But like right here in these corners, you can see the lights that shine in like this. So like you see these rays like this.
Okay.
In the corners. I don't like that anymore. I've moved beyond that. You know what I mean?
Past that.
And that's why I'm getting the Samsung OLED because I was gonna get the LED one, but there's like just enough gray in those blacks that I'm used to not having because of this thing that I think it would be ruined for me.
Okay.
And I say that, but this tablet that I have, I think looks phenomenal, and it is gray as well because it's an LED. It doesn't look great, but sometimes it looks fucking great, you know? But I think for the TV, you always got to go hard. TVs, you got to go hard, I think.
I read a thing the other day that certain people can see higher frame rates than others. And I'm
Yeah.
wondering if I'm just like one of those people. It's like my eyes cap out at 30. 'Cause I just don't care beyond a certain point. Like
Dude,
I don't know.
I never did those tests with you. I used to do that all the time when The Last of Us first came out on the PS4. It got moved to 60 frames, and I was like, what does that even mean? And I would go back and forth between 30 and 60 all the time trying to figure out if I'd
Oh
noticed.
man, you're a madman.
And I hated 60. I thought it looked gross. Right?
Really?
And then I was like, nah, it looks pretty good. And now, like, God, if you're under 60, trash, garbage. 30's fucking gross. But here's the thing. If you start a game in 30 and you never see it different, you'll never notice, and it looks just fine.
Right, yeah.
But, like, if you ever see it in 60, like, if you accidentally see it for 1 second at 60 frames, and then you swap it down, you can't unsee how gross that looks.
I think, yeah, I noticed the difference definitely between 30 and 60, but above 60, like...
Oh, 60 is fine. That's plenty good.
That's plenty.
The other ones might, to me, they look fine enough. But, like, it's milliseconds of difference for, like, shooter games on, like, if you're gonna, like, see someone to hit them. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, like, reaction speed shit. Like, I think people say they probably see them, but it's because, like, they're hitting shots a little bit faster.
Right.
But I don't think someone's all like, that 120 is way more fucking fluid than this, you know? Because people play Overwatch at, like, 500 frames per second.
Which is ludicrous. Like, you don't need that many.
I can guarantee 120, if you can truly tell the difference, there's no way you see past that.
No. Like,
I mean, I'm going to be honest. You ready?
Yeah.
I think I cap out at 1440p. Like,
what?
That's as sharp as I need it to be. That looks perfect. When you hit
You're
4K...
so about the 4K.
But, like, that's just because that's the format it comes in. But, like, if you have 1440p content on that 4K versus a 4K piece of content, looks the same to me.
All right.
Now, 1080p, definite blur difference. But, like, 1440 to me is my sweet spot. If I play any games on my PC, I just go to 1440 and I'm done. That's it. I cap it there. I don't need to be in full 4K. 1440 saves on performance and it looks fucking crispy.
Yeah, I'm literally just hitting the ultra buttons. Like, I optimize it sometimes, but if I want to see stuff, I'd like to go in and just like ultra,
but
just to see what the textures are doing, you know?
I think you have a 1080p screen, right?
I don't know.
Because if you have a 1080p screen, you can hit ultra and be fucking flying that game way better than someone with a 4K screen hitting ultra.
I have an LG. That's what I can tell you.
That's, yeah, great. I mean, so I talked about, like, Overwatch professional people, right? They all play at 1080. Nobody plays at higher quality because 1080 is so cheap power-wise to render that they can hit those 500 frames. Like, they are about frames over anything. They turn the shadows completely off. The fog,
we're not about rendering
everything off.
The pots in the spawn room, you know? We're
I'm
about
like,
seeing the people.
I'm like, that sconce needs to be shiny, dude.
I
need
know.
to see it crispy.
I want to see the lights. I want shadows. I need flavor in my video gaming.
So I would say that then that's not me, because I was playing performance, which does degrade it a little bit. I'll always go to quality every now and then just to check it out, you know?
Yeah.
But then I see the 30 frames and I go, and then I swap it back.
Yeah, I put it on ultra until my computer's like, please, I'm so sweaty. And then I turn a few things down.
Bro, Gears of War 4. 5. It was 5. And 4. Any game on PC, when they do the benchmark mode, I will literally not play that game until I can run the benchmark and hit exactly what I want to see by the end.
All right.
Okay. I want a flawless 60. Okay. Well, the cone maps, I can lower those. I don't care about how big the footstep is in the snow. Now take that down. Benchmark. Not noticeable. Crank those back up. Take this down a little bit. Gained 1 frame, that can stay off. What about these? And I will figure out what I can live without to get that 60 flawless. And then I think that's why I prefer consoles, because they just give me the game and I don't have to dig into that shit.
Yeah.
Because I will dig into it, and it'll take me a long fucking time before I can ever start the game.
It's the unfortunate parts of being Robert.
Yeah, I'm a horrible person. I hate it.
Okay.
It's stressful. I just want to see the stuff.
I just want it to be pretty.
But anyway, I'll send you a video after I do it. So I'm buying it open box, which is the other thing.
Oh, I see. That's why we're getting it.
I'm trying to go open box. I was going to do one that was really close, and just before we got on. So here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
I call Best Buy because they have one that's open box excellent, which means it's basically like somebody took it home and went, "Oh, I don't have money for this." Took it back, right?
Okay.
Then there's the good one, and then there's fair, right? Now, good says might be missing some components, also might have a little wear and tear.
Okay.
Fair means you probably definitely going to be missing some components. You're definitely going to see some wear and tear, right?
Uh-huh.
So I found one that was good somewhere, and I was like, I'm just going to call the store and see what's missing. Like, if the remote's missing, I can probably get one. Like, let's see.
Yeah.
So I call Best Buy, and I go through like all these different channels, and I wind up with a guy, and he's like, "Yo, man, what's up?"
What's up?
And I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude. I'm just calling about this open box you got." And he's like, "Ooh, I'm not in the store." So
Where are you,
my man? We don't have phones in the stores anymore. So like,
where are you?
I can't even call them to ask your question.
What the fuck? They don't have phones at the Best Buy?
You can't call a Best Buy store. You always get a call center. And I now have proof. I now have proof. So Mary was gonna go home, right? Look at me. I'm like, I'm ready. I'm getting ready for the store.
Tell me the story.
So Mary was gonna go home, and she passes by the one that was gonna have it, and I was like, "Hey, is there any chance you can just swing in that Best Buy for me and ask them this question?" She goes, "I'm gonna go in and just hand the phone to him, and you can talk to him." And I was like, "That works too. I'm totally fine with that." So she walks into this Best Buy, and she just goes, "He has a question." Hands the phone to him. And so I'm like, "Yo, man,
Mary.
You got this TV. It says it's in good condition, open box. I just want to know if anything's missing or whatever." And he goes, "I feel that. Let me go look real quick." And I was like, "Yeah, because I called and they said there's no phones in the stores." He's like, "Yep, no phones in the stores. We can't take phone calls."
That is so nuts.
And I was like, "How do I ask you these questions?" And he goes, "You come in here or you send your friend in like you did." So he goes, "I'll be right back." So he goes, and he goes, "You know what?" And like, I just hear him yell to Mary from like across the store. He's like, "You know what? I'm going to go put my hands on the unit and I'll be right back."
Okay. Put your hands on the unit, man.
So he's gone. And then I just hear him like, "I can't find the TV." And he just like walks by. So she's like, "He can't find the TV." And I was like, "I know, I heard him." So he comes back and he goes, "Okay, I found it. I found the TV. It's not missing a thing. It's not missing one thing." Okay.
Right. Put my name on that, bud.
And he did confirm one fear I had, though. He goes, "Now, it's what we call a naked TV. Like, I have everything, but there's no box."
Oh.
So like if I give you this TV, I'm giving you the TV.
That is naked, isn't it?
And that's how you got to get it home. And I was like, "That's okay, I think," because I was already kind of thinking that could be a problem. If it's an open box and returned, maybe the person didn't return it with a box,
Sure.
So then he goes, "Okay, cool. Oh, also, just to be transparent with you, this one wasn't really a return, so it's a little bit different. This was our floor model one."
I was going to ask if it was the floor model. Okay.
So I don't know if that's a make or break for you, but I just wanted you to know. And I was like, "Cool, man. Thanks."
How long has it been on? Does it have burn-in?
And I go, "I am not going to that store."
Yeah.
He goes, "Why?" And I was like, "That TV is a year old, and it was your floor model,
It's been on for a year.
it could be on, let's say 6 months minimum. That's 6 months of on time. That's not from me. Not doing that shit. So now I got to drive even further away for an excellent open box one.
Okay.
But I don't care. There's going to be a new TV here, and I can put this to bed for another 7 years.
Yes.
So you guys don't have to hear this anymore for a while.
Not for a while.
Not until PS7, probably.
The next chapter of YMBToAP.
Yeah. So with that out of the way, you want to hit the ad breaks?
Let's do it.
All right, let's get to it.
Oh, you think you know what happened to me? Look, I'm back, and I'm about to unearth all the secrets in Old Cove. So do a little refresher on Season 1 and get caught up before Season 2 arrives. Trust and believe. You don't want to miss what's coming.
Welcome to Severed, a podcast suite that offers a rotation of content centered around true crime to paranormal cases. Severed True Crime covers high to low profile true crime cases like the Westfield Watcher, The Staircase, The Keepers, and other binge-worthy favorites on Netflix. Severed Paranormal peers into the corner moon windows of the Amityville Horror House, the Conjuring House, and other mysterious cases, locations, and urban legends.
Our episodes feature a 7-minute story that concisely frames the details of a case in narrative format. We then sever 3 aspects of a case in detail and offer our analysis. And we talk pop culture related to the case.
Listen for future related content such as Severed Small Town Mysteries and Severed Film, where we explore local mysteries, scandals, unsolved cases, and discuss our favorite scenes from crime-related films.
I'm Harry Chambers.
And I'm Drew Hudson. We are true crime and paranormal enthusiasts. Join us every Monday for a new episode of Severed and our off-the-cuff middle episodes called The Split, as we take a destination drive to the Watcher House, dine at haunted restaurants, and debrief on our main episodes.
Email us at severedpodcast@gmail.com or follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/severedpodcast and Instagram at severed_podcast.
We want you along for this investigative and haunting roundup. Scare you soon.
Corey and Jared are best friends and have been playing Pokemon the card game for a very long time. They have played at small tournaments all the way up to the World Championships. Now they are adults, both with families of their own, but still love to play and talk about the game of Pokemon.
Teach Me Pokemon podcast focuses on educational moments and interviews with top players, announcers, and tournament organizers. Join them every week.
What'd you think about that?
What'd you think about that? What'd you think about that?
That's pretty fucking cool if you ask me. I liked it.
You like it? Do you love it?
I do. I know you probably noticed. No pre-ramble insert. Sorry, guys. No pre-ramble thing for you.
You gotta check out the Patreon.
That is right. But you know what? I think we're just kind of going into what the rest of the world been doing lately. Can I tell you about a thing that I got that made me a little mad? Little mad here. I went to McAllister's the other day.
Okay.
I love McAllister's. I fucking love McAllister's. You know why I love McAllister's?
There's sweet tea.
There's sweet fucking tea. It's the best thing. Have I ever told you that what drives what I want to eat most times is the drink?
For real?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'll be like, all right, I'm hungry. I really want tea, though. Which goes McAllister's or Chick-fil-A?
You like Chick-fil-A's tea?
I do like their tea. It's good. I mean, if I'm getting tea, I'd prefer McAllister's tea.
Yeah.
Raising Cane's tea is pretty good, too.
Huh.
Oh, Cane's tea is pretty good.
I like Cane's. I like their fucking toast. I could lay on their toast. It's so thick.
Now, here's something fun for you.
Uh-huh.
I went to HTO the other day.
What is that?
You don't know about HTO?
No.
You don't know about a high quality HTO?
Oh my god.
It's literally a iced tea, sweet tea only place. It's a drive-through. You just go in, you get tea, you leave.
Okay.
And it's fucking big, dude. It's like, oh my god. It's a huge cup of tea. It's like $3.
Like a chunky cup.
Yeah. It's fucking huge. So, and they do tons of flavors and stuff, right?
Okay.
But I'm a purist. I gotta know that your base tea is good.
Yeah.
And then we'll go from there, right?
I had tea the other day that I don't
Okay.
remember where it was from, but it was water. It was Ninja Grill. It was Ninja Grill that I talked about like several preambles ago. It
Okay.
was dark brown. I was like, this is gonna be flavorful. It was no flavor. It was like
I don't like that.
just water. It was so weird.
See, I'd be like, no.
Very contrary to my senses. I'm
your
seeing tea. I'm
tea
drinking
rights
water.
are revoked. You know?
Yeah.
But so I got this HTO, just standard sweet tea.
Okay.
I wasn't that big of a fan. I didn't like it. So I was like, I want real sweet tea. I'm going to McAllister's.
Right.
Order me a sweet tea. He hands it over, and I was like, what a cool cup. This is a nice, thick plastic cup. Cool lid. Better than they used to be. Fuck yeah, dude.
All right.
And then I walk out, and I'm like, this is smaller. Old
No.
McAllister's hitting the shrinkflation.
No.
That tea, the bottom of that cup was like this big around. It was monstrous.
Oh my god.
Now it's like this big around, and it tapers up where the old
No.
one was like fucking just solid cup, right?
Yeah.
This one tapers now. It's
That
less
sucks.
tea. It's still delicious, but I'm getting less for the same money.
Yeah.
And now I don't think I can get it anymore.
That stinks.
It makes me want to cry. Because that's like my favorite place to go get tea, and it's ruined. Because I know you're jipping me now.
Yeah.
It is a nice cup. It's a very nice cup. But it's got less tea in it now.
And the
I
tea is
hate
what we're
that.
here for.
It is what we're here for. But I want to tell you about another company thing
Okay.
that I really want your opinion on.
All right.
Okay. Now, I believe this is only going to be for now on Roku TVs, because Roku is starting to make TVs.
Yes.
So they used to just be like the operating system on the back end. So you'd get a TCL TV,
Right.
and it would be powered by Roku.
Yeah.
Or Samsungs are powered by Tizen, LG's WebOS, and then now a lot of them are Google TVs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Roku was like, let's just fucking make our own. Like, we're just going to make the TVs now, not just be the software.
Yeah. Cut out the middleman.
They've filed a patent that I'd
Ooh.
really like to get your opinion on.
Okay.
They want to file a patent because the TV knows kind of what's happening at all times. Think about the eARC thing. There's signals going in, there's signals going out. We can tell what's happening. It can
Yeah.
tell what's happening. So they have proposed the idea that while you're playing a video game, when you pause it, if the screen is paused for so long, they run an ad.
They're doing that to me on some type of service now.
I don't like that.
No, I don't like that either. Like
Who
I
is
think it's
doing
on,
that to you?
I can't remember. I think it's on YouTube TV, which sucks. Like
Oh, well, that makes sense then.
I don't like it. Like I pay
They-
for YouTube TV to have no commercials.
Yeah.
I pause it and I walk. Maybe it's Peacock. It might be Peacock. I pause it and I walk
Could be
away to get a beverage. And I come back and there's like a I don't know. They're advertising some beach vacation to me, and I'm like, I don't want this. I
Well,
want my
can you
TV.
imagine you're playing Swatter and you go, hey, I'm going to go get a drink real quick, and you pause it and your monitor just goes, oh, hey, ad running time, and it just runs a fucking ad on you?
I don't like that.
Like, that's what Roku's suggesting.
No.
And you know how it goes. When one person starts getting away with it, everybody else goes, there's no reason I shouldn't be doing it.
Why shouldn't I?
So if Roku does it and it kind of works for them, LG's going to do it. Samsung will do it. TCL. Every TV will start reading what you're doing and just fucking flash an ad in your face.
We have to stop We have to stop.
Like, I can't pause my game. Do you remember the backlash when FIFA, I think it was FIFA, they said that they were going to run real ads in the background of the game or some shit?
Yeah. And then there
And
was
people
another
threw a
one,
fit.
I think in Grand Theft Auto or something, like we're going to have real billboards and things. Like,
Yes.
I
But
mean,
now
I'm
it's just
fine with that
pause your
style.
game.
Yeah, I'm fine with the style of advertising where they're like, we're going to insert it in places where ads would be in the world. Like in an apocalypse, have a torn down Coke ad, sure. But like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to, I cannot abide by pausing my game or my TV show or my movie and then coming back to it and being assaulted by like dog food. I don't want that.
I don't know. To me, it feels kind of invasion of privacy-ish. Like, you
They
just
have
know
to-
when I got up to take a piss.
They have to capitalize on every single moment that we are not doing something. Every
Yeah.
single moment is monetized and it's nightmarish.
Like, you can't. I think it was actually pre-ramble. We had discussed not being able to see the economic future.
Yes,
This is why.
this is why.
These are the things. Like, okay, let's just go. I don't know. Let's just go back in time. Let's rewind the clock. We're in the
Okay.
50s, right? We're in the 50s.
Too far.
We're cruising down the strip with our best gal, right?
Okay.
Old YMBToAP joke for you. Try to think of a moment in the 50s where just like you weren't doing something. Where can I flash an ad? And people would be like, that's okay with me. Nobody would be okay with that.
No.
Like, you telling me, I don't know, you're out sitting on the porch, right? You're not doing anything.
Yeah.
So now all of a sudden, every home is equipped with an intercom system, and it can tell when you're just relaxing. So let's hit them with an ad. Oh, they're sitting on the back porch. Time to slap an ad on them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Where is just existing as a fucking person?
Where is the boundary between where our lives stop and where
Yeah.
the endless wheel of capitalism
Where
begins?
I'm allowing you to like if I'm watching TV, I'm allowing you to advertise to me. That is the place where I know I will receive them. You know what I'm saying?
I worry sometimes. I have an e-reader and it's just a
Mm.
book, and I worry sometimes that I'm gonna like turn the page and suddenly, oh no, Amazon Audible or whatever is there. I don't want that.
Why'd you do that? You spoke it.
I'm
Somebody
sorry.
heard that and they went, that's a solid idea.
As
That's
a
a
book,
good
We'll
shit.
do it. The ladies are reading smut. Put vibrator ads in there. I don't
Fuck,
want
dude.
that. I don't want
Well,
that.
okay. I mean, Amazon Prime just did it. You're paying for Prime to get their streaming service. And then they said $3 a month for no ads now.
Yeah.
I already bought the fucking service, and that's not even what I'm paying for. I'm paying for 2 days shipping,
Yeah.
and I happen to get this. And now you're
I-
just adding more money to that side service that barely anyone's using? Like,
I heard that Walmart is going to start making people pay for the use of self-checkout. You have to subscribe.
oh, we're going there? We're going to talk about it?
get
Let's
self-checkout.
do it. Let's fucking do it. Yeah, you got to be on Walmart Plus or whatever the fuck it is. But here's the thing. It's going to do that in prime hours. So, okay. To me, prime hours, let's say 5 to 8 most days, because that's when everyone gets off work.
Yeah.
Let me go get groceries for the kids or pick up something for dinner tonight and then go home. To me, that's
Okay.
prime hours. That's when you have to be a subscriber. So if you go shop Saturday morning at 1 p.m. where not a lot of people are there, you may use the self-checkout if you're not a Plus member. But as soon as, like, it's like the whole Wendy's, like, we're going to charge more for burgers when people eat burgers normally. Remember when they were trying to do that shit?
Yeah, like,
And that immediately had to get backtracked on?
I just don't know why they keep trying shit like this. We're so tired. We're all so tired. Let me grocery shop. That's all
Because
I want.
how else can I do it?
I know.
You don't have people to check me out.
No, and the people that you employ to do the cart pulls or whatever don't know the difference between a banana and a cucumber. Like,
Okay.
I can't.
Let's get into this.
Let's
Did
get
I
it.
send you the TikTok about the girl that worked at Target?
No.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So she goes, I just want to tell you this. I worked at Target like 2018, 2019, pre-COVID.
Okay.
It was fine. You know, it was good. I left. I came back post-COVID, maybe like, a couple years later, 2021, let's say. And she said, so they were like, oh, you've already worked here. You already know some stuff. She goes, oh, yeah, I remember some of the lingo. And, a couple things changed. And they go, okay, first of all, you're going to come in and you're going to do the push. So you got to go to the back room and get the items that came in on the truck for the morning, push them out to the store. And she goes, whoa, wait. What about the backroom team? And they go, yeah, there's no more backroom employees. That's not a thing anymore. And she goes, when I used to work here, that was an exclusive job. You had to be backroom trained exclusively so that like if like a customer, sorry, they're not customers, they're guests. They're guests. And the manager told me we're guest obsessed. That was their motto. They're guest obsessed. Isn't that gross?
Yeah, I hate that.
So if like I asked for a product, she would call the back room. Hey, do we have this? They work exclusively in the back room.
They know where the
and
stuff
would
is.
find
They know
it
how to get
and
it. They
do
know
it.
how to operate the forklifts.
Yes. But now there is no backroom people. So she has to go in, get the new product from the truck, push it out. And she goes, okay, well, who's going to zone my places? Like, who's going to, like, stand there and put the items on and backstock them and stuff? She goes, oh, that's you.
It's all you, baby.
And she goes, okay. And then I got to help the customers. Oh, there's no more fitting room employees.
What?
So everybody in the store takes our turns being the person working the fitting room.
What?
Then you got to help out the customers. You got to keep your place clean. But then if you got a backstock item, so like if you push out new shirts and all these old shirts aren't going to be on the shelf and you got to put them in the back room. She goes, but everybody's doing that. So if I go, get my little gun, I go to the top of the ladder and I check in this box, boop, and I put all the shirts in here. Someone else can come in. They go to the same place, tag that box, put a DVD in there. Everybody's putting stuff wherever they can because no one's backroom trained.
Oh my God.
Everybody's just willy-nilly putting all the shit in the back. And she goes, if you wonder why Target sucks, that's why Target sucks.
Okay.
And the first comment that I read was like, no wonder I never see employees out on the floor anymore. And I was like, I've been thinking that.
Yeah.
There's no one around inside a Target.
No, there's not.
Because
Which
they're
is
either
weird.
in the back room, they're at the fitting room, they're not doing the job in their place because they have the other jobs to do.
That's some bullshit.
Isn't that freaking nuts?
It's nightmarish.
Like, what are we doing
What are we actually doing?
as a place? Taylor did rip on me because I did tip at McAllister's for the tea.
Okay. Yeah.
And she was like, why did you do that? And I was like, because they're standing right there and I can't be mean. And she was like, they literally turned around and poured it. They didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And she's hard on it. She goes, no. And fucking fucks that off. Says no. But like other places, yes. She's like, it depends on what is happening, whether or not I'm going to do a tip.
Yeah. Like I wish we could
But
just, as a
everything's a tip.
society, agree to not have a tip culture like so many other European places or anywhere else in the world where they're just like, we pay our people a livable wage and we don't do tips.
Yeah. Like Germany, dude.
Yeah.
They do it good.
Mm-hmm.
I really want to go visit Germany.
You should. It's a nice place.
I know. But anyway, now, because bro, I pause my games all the time.
Yeah.
But then what's the deal? Do I have to wait for the ad to finish?
No. I don't want to live in that world.
Like, what's going to happen? Like, I can't unpause it, or I can and I can hear it, but there's just this overlay of Urban Outfitters on my fucking TV before I can get back to Uncharted, like
one of the services we use for podcasting, as you're uploading something to the cloud or wherever it goes,
okay,
you're forced to listen to other people's podcasts that are being promoted.
Really?
It sucks. I hate it.
Interesting.
Yeah, you can't mute it. You can't close the tab because they're still uploading. Like, you just have to fucking sit there and listen to it. Like, I used to edit stuff while I'm uploading, and now I can't do both at the same time.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Is that the one that I upload to?
No, we've stopped using it.
I didn't
now.
think so.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was like, I never have cans on when I'm like uploading, so I wouldn't know. Okay, cool. Interesting. I think you hit it on the head. Like, there's never a time. How did you say it? Like, there's never a time to not monetize this.
Yeah, like every bit of downtime that we have as human beings. So, like, how can we capitalize on this and turn it into money-making machine?
Yeah.
We can't just take a breath. We can't just exist. It's time for cash always and forever.
Pretty much. I don't like that. It feels bad. I heard about it. I wanted to see what you thought about it because it's a patent, so it's not implemented. But somebody's had the idea, and you can't tell me they're not going to be like, that's a fucking good idea.
It's like that other TV that you saw or whatever, where there's like a little screen of ads that plays constantly. Yeah. Not like we're doing the exact same thing right down there.
At least it's not an ad.
It's an ad for us.
Kind of.
Join the Patreon.
Totally unrelated, real quick, because I do think this is big news.
Okay.
See, the TikTok ban passed.
Yeah, I did. That's.
Did you know TikTok already has a new app on the way?
Okay, good.
So we can literally just jump ship to them still.
Yay!
Because it's going to take, 4 or 5 years for them to get mad at that and ban it first. So
yeah,
if TikTok just keeps making sister apps,
Wi-Fi,
we can just keep having stuff
now we're going to be on tech. See you
I don't
there.
know what it is, but whatever. That CEO guy that sat through that grueling interrogation. I'll go to whatever app that dude fucking has. He fucking it's cool. He put up with that shit like a trooper.
He weathered the storm.
Like, I'll follow that dude. He's a good guy.
Yeah. Do you know where I want to go?
I was like, speaking of following good guys.
I want to go to hell so bad.
Let's get in the hell corner.
Okay.
All right, you told me pre-show.
Yes.
You ain't played in a minute.
No, it's been like
why?
A week, to be honest. I have just been so busy with life stuff. I have so many things going on right now in my personal life and professional life that I'm just like swamped all the time, constantly.
Yeah.
And I so badly just need a day. I want to call in sick tomorrow. I'm not going to do it, but I want to call in sick and just play Eldivers all day.
So I don't like Hell Corner.
Why?
It is out of date.
Oh my God.
The moment we speak anything into it.
No, this game moves too fast. Like, I can't keep up.
I think it moves too fast.
There's too many things happening all the time. Like, I haven't played in a week, and literally there's like a whole...
bro, everything's changed.
Yeah, a race of shit has died and then been reborn. Like, I don't know. I can't keep up.
Tell me what you want to tell me. Do you have anything you want to tell me?
No, just that I have one thing for you. I saw an AT-AT.
Okay. I know. I'm mad because I haven't seen one still.
Oh my God. I wanted to screen record it so bad, but I was like fighting for my life at the time.
Yeah.
Because we were on the beaches, in the trenches. And
the beach is the perfect spot.
Oh, the beach is the perfect spot for those little dudes. So
okay.
I'm up on a hill and I'm kind of like behind the hill. So I could crest the hill and look down at the beach. And I hear my squad mates just screaming on the beach. So I'm like, what the fuck's going on down there, guys? I peek my head over the hill and I see this big AT-AT just like walking around the sand. There's like bullets and hail and just like shit is happening. And I'm like, throw everything you have at it. I throw a 500 on it, hit that boy dead center in his spine. And the way the bombs just like scattered off of him and like this big orange cloud, the 500 kilogram bomb just goes up behind him and he turns and looks at me and he starts just like walking through the cloud at me, and I was like, holy shit, run.
That's
So I'm, like,
amazing.
sprinting, but also like turning around and like throwing grenades and firing at it, and nothing is working. And it walks fast, like it walks slow.
Oh, okay.
But it's so big that it catches up to you in like 3 or 4 strides, and you're just like can't get away
Oh
from it.
shit. Okay.
It's scary, but like just as it reached me, like a cinematic conclusion, somebody else was able to like get the killing blow on it, and I was like, thank you so much.
I was so sad. Okay, so I had plans of what this corner was going to be,
Uh-huh.
and it's changed like 3 times.
Yeah.
I was going to tell you because we officially defeated the automatons. They're gone. They disappeared from the
dead
game.
forever.
And I had my theories on what the story was going to be and unfold from here on.
Okay.
It's already been proven false, so there's no point in getting into it. Like, I thought, okay, we were going to get rid of them. And then I've been saying their names wrong. I'm sorry. It's the Illuminant.
Okay.
Or the Illuminate. Not the Illuminati. The Illuminate.
All right.
I was like, that's when they're going to show up. Like, they're
Mhm.
going to try to, like, take over the power vacuum. But then they've been working on building new ones. And then the
Ooh.
automatons roll in. And then they're like a double force. And then
Whammy.
somebody's going to come up from the bottom. And I had like a whole thing. But no. The fucking automatons were like, oh, those were like the guard dog ones.
Yeah.
We're just secretly in the background. And you haven't played it yet since then?
No, I haven't.
Because you get like a whole thing. When you go to the war map, you see all their ships like FTL and they just start
Cool.
peppering the map, and they pushed in like 4 squares.
Oh my god.
And it's been so fucking cool. It's been so fucking cool, dude. Oh my god. So, theories out the window. The automatons come back, and there are so fucking many of them, and they are so much more aggressive now.
Oh my god.
I hate it. I don't like it.
I already hated the automatons. Like,
Oh, they're bad now. They're so bad.
I was getting used to them. Like I'd work myself up to like suicide mode on them or whatever, suicide run, and I was
Mission,
like, we can do this. And I even fought hell mode on it, helldiver mode,
Okay.
which was a nightmare and a half. I did that exactly once and was like, not again. But I could tolerate up to like suicide mission, and I didn't like it, but I could do it.
Yeah.
You know, I never craved the bots. I don't like that they fight back so hard.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to shoot a bug. That's all.
Extreme's my sweet. Like, I'm always gonna play on extreme. Suicide mission is just for samples. That's it.
Yeah.
I go into it solely for samples, and then I dip right out. Right.
Okay.
So, all right. So the automatons come back, and so Adrian and Shay have been playing. Like, Shay kind of got into it with us.
Uh-huh.
And so what they were doing was taking turns, right?
Okay.
And PlayStation, being the people they are, and me being the person that I am, was all like, you should just get another PlayStation. And then you'll both come play. So they did. And now, like, we all play.
Okay.
So now we're all playing together. And Shay was like,
a full 4 stack now.
A full 4 stack.
That's the way to do it.
Level 51. The next highest is like 18.
Get them blueberries.
So, man, so we were playing, and Shay was like level 3 or 4, and I was all like, yeah, let's just do one more. Let's do one more, and then we'll be done for the night.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing exactly what I was gonna make happen. And I was like, oh yeah, you did good. We did like a medium. Things are pretty good. You don't think you could do any harder? And they were like, no, probably not. And I was like, oh, okay. And Adrian watches me because she doesn't trust me, which is smart. Very smart.
Yeah, don't trust Robert.
She straight up goes, whoa, you cranked it to 7. What are you doing? I'm like, suicide mission, baby. Dive us in, fully intending for all of us to die.
Oh my god.
So much so, I didn't bring anything helpful.
Nice.
Like I brought things to just be like, hey, Shay, here's a fucking gun, have at it, right? But it's not
Yeah.
helpful for suicide mission, right?
Yeah.
So it's me, Taylor, and Adrian, and Shay was just watching, I think. Because this was before we got all 4 of us in. And so we drop in, boom, right on Dick Rock. Right?
Oh my god.
And I was like, oh, fuck yeah, super samples.
Let's get them.
Grab all the super samples. And I was like, but in my mind, I'm like, that sucks because we're going to die here.
Now you got to carry all the samples the entire way through the mission.
Well, no, I'm like, no, like I came here so that we all would die. Like this mission ends with none of us getting off this planet. That's my full intention, right?
Yeah.
And then a 4th dude drops in.
Nice, nice.
Stupid motherfucker came in, boosted morale, and Ada was just like, fucking for democracy! And she's like off running the shit.
Let's go, soldier.
He's doing like whole ass main objective shit while we're just trying to live. And I was like, he's put us halfway. I'll do the other half. So we're on a bug planet and I go off on my own. We beat suicide mission.
Hell yeah.
But that guy left. I think he disconnected.
Oh.
Because like he was just running and then just like his samples, like his body just like disappeared and his samples just go flying.
Oh.
And just like stuff explodes. And Adrian's like, where'd he go? I was like, I'm hoping he disconnected, but like he's already gone too far. You've pushed me too far. Like, we're gonna make it off this rock now.
You gotta do it.
And then some other guy joined in later. But her and Taylor's very first suicide mission, they got out with super samples.
Amazing.
I was very upset because I expected to die, and I didn't get to go into my first mission and escape with purple samples, you know?
Yeah.
But that guy boosted everyone's morale, and I was like, fuck, let's just win this shit. And we did. And it was actually kind of easy. Not like easy.
Sometimes
but it went smooth.
Easy. Yeah, like
it went smooth.
If you hit it at the right time, like things have to go correct. There's an element of luck, I feel, in suicide mission. But did you know that you can drop samples willingly?
Yes.
You can drop stuff willingly. Like
I thought you knew that because you just had one guy that would go pick up the samples. You couldn't like pick them up and then drop them for him.
No, we were all just like single dude gathering samples. We just learned you can drop stuff. But what we've been doing is like pick up all the samples. If we're running by the extraction zone, drop them there,
right there,
go do more shit, and then come back and extract with the samples because then the samples are safe. You know where they are.
Yep, I learned that on TikTok, and so I was playing some hard mission, and like everybody was pretty low. This was like a rando match thing. And I was gathering a fuck ton of samples, and they were just like fucking off, blowing each other up and shit. And I had like all the good samples, so I just like I ran like across the map, dropped it off at the extraction point, and said, and like, hey, I'm dropping those off at the extraction point for safekeeping. Went back on mute. Went back. We did the rest of the shit. They were still there, and I picked them up when we left.
Boom.
Yeah, that's the fucking best.
Yeah, that's the strat right there.
I haven't tested it that extensively. Can you drop your primary gun? I don't think
know
so.
about that. I know you can drop weaponry.
I think you can drop
all of it.
Yeah, secondary, backpack, samples.
Yeah.
Because if I could have just dropped my primary this whole time and not let Adrian fucking squash me with stratagems the whole time, like that could have been easier.
Yeah.
Know? But no, I'd always just stand there, shoot me, brother, and then get shot, you know?
Right.
But so that happened. You know, we did the suicide thing. Now we got the full squad. Everybody's like Taylor wasn't that into it. And it got her.
Okay.
Because now, like, she'll like come home from work and I'll be like, all right, what are we going to do? And she's like, I'm like, oh, you're going to read and stuff because you got book club and stuff, right? And she's like, but I was thinking about playing Helldivers.
Yeah, no.
And I'm like, why are you thinking about playing Helldivers? That's my thing to think about. And so that's what happened with the last episode. Like, it was Sunday. And I was like, I got to edit but like everyone's available for Helldivers.
You gotta dive when the soldiers can dive.
I was like, well, we'll play a couple, and then it turned into a couple couples. And then I was like, all right, I'm gonna start editing at 11:50
No.
Sunday night. Monday morning, it's 1:50 a.m. Load episode. Done, man.
An hour before publish. Oh man.
Hey, we still never missed a Monday.
Never
That's
missed a
all that's
Monday.
important.
It's all that matters at the end of the day.
So that happened. But then today, so I mean, I know you're listening on the 15th, our anniversary,
You're a
right?
good boy.
But we are recording this on the 11th,
Yes.
and a new war bond dropped today.
Ooh, which one? The
It's called like
democracy?
Detonation Domination or something.
Yeah.
So it's all explosive shit.
Okay, yes.
Bought that shit immediately.
Voice.
There's not a lot in it. There's a couple good emotes for.
Okay.
There's no more emotes. There's always victory poses. Like I'm waiting. In the trailer, they do a chest bump. I want a fucking chest bump.
What a chest bump.
When is that gonna fucking happen? Arrowhead. I am waiting for that shit.
We're all waiting.
So now there's like when you're victory pose, you know, you come back on the ship and you're coming up, you can like squat and sit there. And then there's like there's like a bow. There's like a whole like
Nice.
I really like that one. I'm gonna buy that shit.
Standard finger guns. That's my favorite.
Finger guns?
That one and the flex.
Yeah, we all four do the finger guns so that when we
It
come on
looks
the
good
ship,
when
it's
they're
just
four
all in
together.
unison. Yeah, so that's what we're rocking right now. But I need to tell you about one gun.
Okay.
It is the sniper that's in it. It's the only gun
Ooh.
that's good.
All right.
It basically shoots a bullet and then it explodes upon impact or like within a certain distance. Kelsey,
Robert.
you can snipe explode a fabricator
Oh my God.
with this fucking gun. You can be far ass away shooting that vent, blow
Oh
up
my
a
God.
fucking fabricator.
I hate the fabricators. I'm gonna get that gun. What's in the
But Buggles, everything. Like it is
You can do everything with it.
everything you want. But in a sniper, and I don't like snipers.
I love snipers.
I can be far. Oh, you can, dude. Because like I'm always having to eagle fabricators and shit.
All
Because
the
I never
time.
try to get in close anymore and throw the grenades
Yeah.
in the vent anymore. I'm
No,
past
fuck
that,
that.
because it's too hard now and you can't get in close.
Yeah, I've graduated from that phase.
But you can just like be laying way back there. I mean, 200 meters away.
I'm into
And just
that.
blow that shit up, man.
Yeah, I want that.
Because even the Quasar,
I love the
being
Quasar.
so solid, it's a 50-50 that the fabricator will blow up.
Yeah. I'm struggling with the fabricators right now.
That gun will do it for you. It's on page 2 of the new war bonds. You need
Okay.
1,000 super credits,
Ugh.
which, I mean, if you don't have it, you're probably close because it
I'm at
sounds like you play enough.
700.
Check your war bonds that you have open now, because you can
Mhm.
buy super credits with some medals and you might
Yeah.
be able to get just up enough.
I've bought them all.
Okay. Then you gotta be diving, man.
I know.
I just hate that you only get 10 every time you find them.
I know.
It's not a lot,
It's not. I want more. Like
but I mean, there's sometimes you find 5 in a match. That's 50. It's pretty good.
part of me wants to just pay real money, but it's a principle thing that I just won't do it. But for this company,
I did it.
yeah. For
And I
this
spent
company,
the
I would
$20
consider it.
one. I did the $20 because you get like 100 extra or something. And yeah, I was like, for the company.
Yeah.
Right? Like I'm even thinking of buying the deluxe upgrade one where you get the super citizen title and all the other perks that I don't really give a
Stratagem
shit
hero.
about.
You want Stratagem Hero.
I do want Stratagem Hero, but it's not worth $20. But in my
No.
mind, I'm like, they might get these bugs squashed out if I give them $20. That's 1 hour's overtime for some dude to get this game fixed. You know?
Yeah.
Isn't that worth it?
We'll see.
It's not worth it, but like I think about it from time to
I
time.
dream about it.
No, the super credits I had no problem doing because I'm sitting at 3,000 still, and I paid 1,000 for the thing today.
My God. How do
Like-
you get so many?
Once you do it once, it kind of just sets you up because I don't release the war bonds quick enough for you to drain 1,000.
Yeah.
And if you're just normally playing, you're finding them on the map, or you're getting medals to buy them in the thing, so you're getting like another 900 just through there.
Yeah.
So like I've been sitting at like 37 something for a while.
Okay.
So I might be at like 20 something now, like 2,000 something. But still, I could buy 2 more war bonds right now.
Do it. You should do
And
it.
like I have them all.
Oh.
No, I earned enough in game to buy the first one. And then I paid money to get the electric one
Yeah.
because I needed that fucking sickle thing, which is my favorite gun to this
Zapper.
day. Oh, it's so fucking good. It's the best gun. And then I had 2,000, right? And
Yeah.
I gained 1,000 more just from playing because I played too goddamn much. And then I bought this one today, so now I'm back to 2,000. And there's nothing good in that one, but I have to do it.
Yeah. You gotta do it. For democracy.
I've completed the original
Mhm.
and the fire one. And now I got the electric one and the explosion one. That I just want to clean them out just to say I cleaned them out.
Yeah. You gotta 100% it.
I gotta do it.
It's the disease that lives within us.
But wait, there's more.
Okay.
One more piece. You ready?
Yeah.
With the new Warbond today, they released more ship modules, so there's now more ship upgrades as well.
Cool. I've only done like 2 ship upgrades because I can't get my hands on enough samples.
Bro, I only need 1 more, and then I'm fully done.
Man.
But now they just released more, so now I'm, there's going to be like 5 that I need.
Constant content. They're doing it.
There's one that raises fire damage up 25%.
Shit.
So I watched a person test the flamethrower on a charger before and after buying it.
Uh-huh.
Fucking night and day difference. He literally just like instantly crisped that dude with that module. Which it's a permanent upgrade.
I hate using the flamethrower so much, but if
it's
does,
so shitty.
Yeah, but if I can get damage like that, that might be fun.
It's solid. You just need the new Warbond and that page 2 sniper.
Yeah, that's going to be my next purchase then.
Stylosa was showing him just like shoot. It literally does everything. Then there's a grenade called the thermite grenade. So you throw it, it sticks to people, and then just starts sparking.
Yeah.
And then it explodes there at the end.
Nice.
3 of those, a Hulk is done. So you literally can just go like 1, 2, 3, just run away. That Hulk will be dead.
All right.
In like 15 seconds, 20 seconds.
Man.
Like, there's shit. And I don't see how anyone can be like, it's like a pay to win kind of thing. Because
I mean,
even if you bring the thermite, think of all the other grenades that are so pay to win that you don't have now. Because the impact grenade is so good. But if I bring this one, like, I don't think even if you have all these good things, you don't have all of them at once. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think it's pay to win. It's pay to have more fun up front because you will eventually get the stuff and you can win without it. But like if you want to have the big explosive toys, you got to pay cash money for them. That's how it goes.
Like the Quasar is to me easily the best secondary.
Yeah.
But I won't lie that sometimes I'm like, fuck, man. I wish I had my arc thrower though. Like I feel like that would be more beneficial here than my Quasar. Like I don't think any one item you can get makes you unstoppable.
Yeah, like nothing is a lockout, you know?
I think so.
That's all I got for Hell Corner.
That's it, because there's too much.
It's too much. We'll definitely be here again with Hell Corner next week.
Oh, we sure will. I hope with not so many updates, but
hopefully knows? I just want time to play so I can catch up with the goings on.
For real.
You ready to end this thing?
Oh, I definitely am.
Okay.
For democracy.
For democracy. Well, if you folks love this episode, please tell a friend about us because word of mouth is the best way we can get the good YMBToAP into brand new ears. We release weekly here on YouTube and in podcast platforms every single Monday. Each and every Monday for the last 5 years, we have done this business. Every single Monday for the last 5 years.
I don't think you understand, guys.
I don't think you get it. Like, we haven't missed one. We haven't missed a Monday. It's every Monday.
It's
guaranteed. That's what YMBToAP is.
Literally insane to think about. Do you know how? Were you a perfect attendance kid at school?
I
was not.
wanted to be, but I was a very sickly child.
As was I. I always missed the second week of school. I'd go to school, get deathly sick, miss the second week, be there the rest of the school year.
Yeah.
Like, this is the most attendant I have ever been.
Yeah, this is the most
on these
consistent
Mondays.
thing that I've done in my life aside from my marriage. Like, this is
Pretty much.
this is the business, you know? We're here for it. This is it. And we want you to be here for it too. If you want to talk to us, if this face-to-face with me and him is not enough right here, right now, you can get us in Discord for just $2. So head on over to patreon.com/YMBToAP to get into our Patreon. I think that you would like it because we have an exclusive Discord community. It's very bumping all the time. We have a lot of good stuff in there. We've got whole channels dedicated to a bunch of different themes. We talk about video games, including a lot of Helldivers. We talk about anime. We have channels for memes. We have a channel called The Safety Zone where all of us post pictures of our pets all the time. And it's just a nice little place. It's safe and warm and cuddly.
I love it there.
It's my favorite. We're also on Instagram and TikTok. We're kind of everywhere. So just type YMBToAP into any of the social medias. You'll be able to find us. I just want to say thank you so much to all of our patrons. Like,
for real.
I'm surprised you're here. I love you so much.
After 3 years, right?
No, we've
3
had
years of Patreon.
Patreon for since December of 2020. So yeah, it's been some time.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You guys are dedicated. I hope you know we're dedicated to you.
And we love you for it. We love them for loving us and they love us for loving them. That's because none of us got enough love in our childhoods.
But that's podcasting, kid. But don't forget that our theme song is The Grim Reaper Blows the Horn by Faraj. This show would also not be what it is today without that man's awesome, awesome tunes. Go over to YouTube and show him some love. And as always, thanks for listening and tune in next time to get the answer to that burning question. Where did you go with that